Thoughts?
With the young team that we have, I'm definitely trying to take away some positives from every single game. I think you have to find opportunities to celebrate improvement, even though it might not show up in the wins and loss column. And there's some things that I do think we did a little bit better today. There's a ton of things we need to do at a much higher level, though. We did a little bit more maybe game concept stuff today where we really tried to make things difficult for their point guard. And there was some times that we definitely did that. I thought, honestly, out of the ball screen stuff, which they said a lot of those high ball screens, we did a pretty good job. And honestly, some of the shots we gave up out of those were more what our game plan was. But I look at from the St. Thomas game to this game, we gave up a ton of point guard dump passes on all those pick and rolls. And maybe bad memory, but I don't remember giving up any of those today. So I would definitely say there's improvement there. Now, we talked extensively about how we need to box out, we talked about it at the half. And we ended up giving up 10 offensive rebounds in the second half, 19 for the game. And so I think that part is disappointing, especially when you look at the second chance points. We lose by 21 and we gave up 16 second chance points. That right there is a pretty significant factor in the game. And even leading up to the game, I looked at 4 of our players that we were going to try and have deny and make things tough for Paige Myers. I don't care what your stat line says. I want hers to look like this. And, she didn't go crazy on us, so I'll say that's a job pretty well done. And I looked at all our posts and said, I don't care how many rebounds you get, but I don't want Brooklyn Myers' line to say this. And unfortunately, I do think she got a couple more than we wanted her to. And so I'm not calling anybody out because it's everybody. Sometimes you got to rotate on ball screens and other people got to box out. So it's not any one person, it's team stuff. But 19 offensive rebounds is tough, especially when it leads to those 16 points. And then transition. We know we're not a great shooting team. And so we do need to get out in transition. We need to go find those easy shots. And unfortunately, they beat us in transition. And reality is they got 8 players out there playing, and we played everybody we had, which is what, I don't even know the math, 13 people, something like that, 12. We got to have more transition points. We got to be a team that's running hard every time. And it doesn't mean force it, okay? We don't need to force it, but we do need to be running and forcing, their 8 players to try and play at our pace. So I see some positives, some improvement in the ball screen stuff, the rotation to take away the dumps, but we're nowhere near satisfied with where we are. The last thing I'll say that I am, I guess, seeing growth from our team is we're young. We're down quite a bit at half. And I've seen moments from this team, unfortunately, that I've seen them quit. And we didn't have that today. Winning the second half doesn't win a game when you're down as much as you were, but it at least told me that we were going to battle despite the scoreboard.
Cool. Kira's back today. What'd you like from her?
Well, she brings a lot of energy. I'll say that. And she's going to attack, both the rim and the glass when she's in there. And so she does help our offense. And she's the Energizer Bunny. She's just going to go. And so sometimes you don't know exactly what you're going to get. But I guess either does the defense. And so it's good having her in there just because of the spark she can bring. And I'm always going to love the rebounding portion she can bring.